Crypto gave us financial freedom, but where you live decides how much of that freedom you actually keep. Some countries tax it, some ban it, and a few quietly welcome it. The truth is, location can make or break your crypto journey. In this video, we're diving into 3 destinations, redefining what it means to live, work, and earn in the crypto era. The digital nomad map is changing faster than ever, and 3 destinations are absolutely dominating right now. But here's what most videos won't tell you. Choosing the wrong one could cost you thousands of dollars and months of frustration. These aren't just random picks. These 3 countries represent the full spectrum of what's possible as a digital nomad in 2026. We're talking exact neighborhoods, real monthly budgets, visa strategies that actually work, and the hidden costs nobody mentions until it's too late. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which destination matches your income, your work requirements, and your lifestyle. Whether you're earning $2,000 a month or $10,000 a month, one of these 3 is your answer. Let's start with the place that's been absolutely exploding in the digital nomad world, the United Arab Emirates. And specifically, let's talk about Abu Dhabi. Because while everyone rushes to Dubai, Abu Dhabi is quietly becoming the smarter choice for long-term remote workers. The UAE's remote work visa is honestly one of the most impressive visa programs in the digital nomad world. And this isn't an exaggeration. Some Redditors reported getting their visas approved in 24 to 36 hours. The website says 1 to 2 weeks, but in practice, people are getting approved faster than it takes to pack their bags. To qualify, you need to earn at least $3,500 per month through a company outside of the UAE. That's actually pretty reasonable compared to some digital nomad visas that require $5,000 or more. The visa is valid for 1 year and you can renew it, which gives you a really solid foundation to build a life there. And here's what's really interesting. This visa is for the entire UAE, so you can split your time between Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and even some of the smaller Emirates. Now, let's talk about why Abu Dhabi specifically deserves attention. Dubai gets all the attention. It's flashy, it's got the Burj Khalifa, it's got the nightlife and the influencer scene. But Abu Dhabi is where you go when you actually want to get work done and live a more balanced life. Abu Dhabi is the capital of the UAE, and it has this more relaxed, sophisticated vibe compared to Dubai's hustle and bustle. Don't get me wrong, it's still a modern, luxurious city with shopping malls, high-rises, and all the amenities you could want. But it's less touristy, less crowded, and it feels more livable for the long term. Many digital nomads report that after spending time in both cities, Abu Dhabi offers a better quality of life for actual work. Dubai can feel like constant tourist mode, traffic everywhere, overpriced restaurants packed with visitors, and pressure to always be on. Abu Dhabi provides more residential neighborhoods, better work-life balance, and a stronger community of actual residents versus tourists passing through. Where to live in Abu Dhabi? Let's talk neighborhoods because this is crucial. In Abu Dhabi, you've got several areas that are popular with expats and digital nomads. Al Reem Island is probably the most popular choice for young professionals and digital nomads. It's got these modern high-rise apartments, lots of cafes and restaurants, and it's really well connected to the rest of the city. The vibe there is very international. You'll hear English everywhere, meet people from all over the world, and you've got beach access, which is amazing. Rent for a 1-bedroom apartment there runs about $1,500 to $2,200 per month, which is actually cheaper than comparable areas in Dubai. Al Maria Island is the business district, so if you're looking to network with entrepreneurs, startup founders, and finance people, this is where you want to be. It's more expensive. Think $2,000 to $3,000 for a 1-bedroom. But you're in the heart of everything. The Four Seasons is there, lots of high-end restaurants, and the Abu Dhabi Global Market, which is their financial free zone. Yas Island is interesting if you want something a bit more resort-like. You've got Yas Beach, the Formula One track, Ferrari World, and it's got this vacation vibe, but with good infrastructure for working remotely. It's slightly more affordable than Al Maria, but less walkable. Based on feedback from the digital nomad community, Al Reem Island tends to offer the sweet spot of affordability, community, walkability, and amenities for most remote workers. Let's talk about what really matters for remote work: the internet. The UAE ranks in the top 4 countries in the world for internet speeds, just after Singapore, Hong Kong, and Chile. We're talking fiber optic connections that can hit 500 megabits per second to 1 Gbps in most apartments. Digital nomads working in video editing, running Zoom calls all day, report never having connectivity issues. The main internet providers are Etisalat and DU, and most apartments come with internet already installed or it's super easy to set up. You're looking at about $80 to $150 per month for high-speed internet, which is a bit pricey, but the quality is unmatched. Co-working and networking. This is where Abu Dhabi really shines. The networking scene is incredible. You've got Hub 71, which is Abu Dhabi's global tech ecosystem. It's in Al Maria Island, and it's not just a co-working space, it's a full ecosystem with funding opportunities, mentorship programs, and events. If you're building a startup or looking to scale your business, this is a critical resource. Then you've got Regus locations all over the city, WeWork-style spaces, and tons of cafes with good Wi-Fi. What makes Abu Dhabi's networking scene special is the caliber of people. You've got European entrepreneurs who relocated for tax optimization, tech founders building companies, crypto and Web3 professionals, and many high earners who are serious about their work. Cryptocurrency in the UAE. Now this is really important for the crypto nomad community. The UAE has become one of the most crypto-friendly jurisdictions in the world. The government has been incredibly progressive about blockchain technology and digital assets. Dubai and Abu Dhabi both have dedicated crypto regulatory frameworks. The Dubai Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority, VIARA, oversees crypto activities in Dubai, while Abu Dhabi has the Financial Services Regulatory Authority, FSRA, handling digital assets in the Abu Dhabi global market. Many major crypto exchanges have set up operations in the UAE, including Binance, Crypto.com, and OKX. The country actively welcomes crypto businesses and has created clear regulatory pathways for companies operating in the space. However, here's what you need to know about actually using crypto day to day. While the regulatory environment is friendly, everyday adoption for payments is still limited. You can't walk into most restaurants or shops and pay with Bitcoin. But the infrastructure is growing, and there are some crypto-friendly establishments, especially in Dubai. The bigger advantage is that the UAE is crypto-friendly from a business and tax perspective. If you're earning income in crypto, trading, or running a crypto-related business, the UAE offers zero personal income tax, clear regulatory frameworks for crypto businesses, growing number of crypto ATMs and exchanges, banking options that are more crypto-friendly than most countries. You'll still need to convert crypto to AED, UAE dirham, for most daily transactions, but the UAE makes it relatively easy to do so through licensed exchanges. Some digital nomads use crypto-friendly banking alternatives like Revolut or other fintech solutions that work well in the UAE. The lifestyle in Abu Dhabi is premium. No question about it. You've got year-round warm weather. It's hot in the summer, like really hot. We're talking 40, 45 degrees Celsius, 104 to 113 degrees Fahrenheit. But from October to April, the weather is absolutely beautiful. Sunny, warm, perfect beach weather. The food scene is incredible. You've got everything from high-end restaurants to affordable Middle Eastern street food. The Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque is one of the most beautiful buildings in the world. And Abu Dhabi has this really nice corniche, a waterfront promenade where people go for walks, runs, and bike rides. One thing that stands out is the safety. Like Japan-level safe, crime is extremely low. Multiple digital nomads, especially solo female travelers, report feeling completely comfortable walking alone at night, taking taxis, going anywhere. That peace of mind is invaluable. Now let's talk about the downsides, because no place is perfect. First, the cost. According to Nomad List, you're looking at about $3,800 to $4,500 per month to live comfortably in Abu Dhabi or Dubai. Rent is going to be your biggest expense. You're looking at $1,500 to $2,500 for a decent one-bedroom. Eating out adds up quickly, especially at nice restaurants. A meal at a mid-range restaurant is going to run you $15 to $30 per person. Second, the summer heat is no joke. From June to September, it's brutally hot. Most people either leave during this time or basically live in air conditioning. You'll go from your air-conditioned apartment to your air-conditioned car to an air-conditioned mall. The outdoor lifestyle you enjoy the rest of the year just doesn't exist in summer. Third, it's not for everyone culturally. The UAE is a Muslim country, and while it's very tolerant and cosmopolitan in the cities, there are still cultural norms to respect. It's not super strict in Abu Dhabi or Dubai, but it's something to be aware of. And finally, if you're working in US time zones, you're going to have some challenges. Abu Dhabi is 12 hours ahead of California and 8 hours ahead of New York. So if you need to take calls with US clients or teams, you might be up late at night or early in the morning. Who is Abu Dhabi for? Abu Dhabi is perfect for you if you're a high earner. Let's say you're making $7,000 plus per month, and you want a luxury lifestyle with incredible infrastructure, networking opportunities, and safety. It's ideal if you're European or working in European time zones, since it's only a few hours ahead. It's also great if you're building a business and want to be around other ambitious entrepreneurs. If you're looking to optimize taxes and you've done your research on UAE's tax policies, Abu Dhabi can be a really strategic move. A lot of digital entrepreneurs, especially from high-tax European countries, are relocating here for that reason. For crypto professionals specifically, the UAE is one of the best jurisdictions in the world. If you're running a crypto business, trading or earning significant crypto income, the combination of zero income tax, clear regulations, and a thriving crypto ecosystem makes Abu Dhabi extremely attractive. But if you're on a tight budget, want a relaxed bohemian vibe, or need to work in US time zones, you might want to look at our next destination instead. Now we're heading across the world to South America, where Colombia has become one of the fastest-growing digital nomad destinations in recent years. Colombia offers a compelling combination of affordability, spring-like weather, and vibrant culture that's attracting remote workers from around the globe. Colombia has really stepped up its game for digital nomads. They've got a couple visa options that are worth looking at. Here's one for you, digital nomads. The Digital Nomad Visa, or V Digital Nomads Visa, lets you stay for up to 2 years. 2 years. That's one of the longest digital nomad visas out there. To qualify, you need to prove an income of at least 3 times the Colombian minimum wage, which works out to about $885 per month. That's incredibly accessible compared to places like Abu Dhabi. Medellín is where most nomads end up, and for good reason. Medellín calls itself the City of Eternal Spring because the temperature stays around 22 to 24 degrees Celsius, 72 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, year-round. This perfect spring weather is a major draw for digital nomads. Medellín has transformed dramatically over the past 30 years. It's known for innovation, entrepreneurship, and being one of the most progressive cities in Latin America. They've got a metro system, one of the only cities in Colombia with one, cable cars that go up into the mountains, and this incredible transformation story. The digital nomad community in Medellín is massive. You've got co-working spaces everywhere, especially in the neighborhoods that nomads frequent. There are regular meetups, networking events, and it's really easy to make friends. Digital nomad meetups at co-working spaces in El Poblado regularly attract 50-plus people. Americans, Europeans, Australians, Canadians, all working on different online businesses. Where to live in Medellín? The neighborhoods in Medellín have very different vibes, so choose carefully. El Poblado is the most popular area for foreign visitors and digital nomads. It's the wealthy part of town with modern apartments, shopping centers like Oviedo and Santa Fe, and Parque Lleras, which is the main nightlife zone. The vibe is very international. You'll hear English in most restaurants and cafes, and lots of other expats and nomads around. The downside? It can feel a bit like a bubble. You're not getting a super authentic Colombian experience in El Poblado. And the nightlife scene around Parque Lleras can be a bit much. It's very party-heavy, especially on weekends. Rent in El Poblado for a nice one-bedroom apartment runs about $500 to $900 per month, which is still very affordable compared to most places, but it's the most expensive area in Medellín. Laureles is a favorite among many long-term digital nomads. It's where a lot of middle-class Colombians live, so it feels more authentic but still safe and convenient. The neighborhood is centered around the Estadio Atanasio Girardot, this big sports complex, and there's a long avenue called Avenida Nutibara, or Avenida 70, that's just packed with restaurants, cafes, and bars. Laureles has become really popular with digital nomads in the past few years. It's quieter than El Poblado, more residential, but still has everything you need. Rent is more affordable too. You can find a good one-bedroom for $400 to $700 per month. Envigado is south of El Poblado, and it's even more local. This is where you go if you want to be a bit outside the nomad bubble, save money, and still have good access to the city. Rent can be as low as $300 to $500 per month for a decent place. Many digital nomads split their time between Laureles for the local vibe and El Poblado for networking and being in the heart of the nomad scene. The internet in Medellín is actually pretty good. Most apartments come with fiber optic connections from providers like Claro, Movistar, or ETB, and you can get speeds of 100 to 300 megabits per second pretty easily. It costs about $30 to $60 per month, which is super affordable. Digital nomads report being able to handle Zoom calls from various co-working spaces and cafes without issues. The main co-working spaces like Selena, Epicentro, and Atom House all have excellent internet. Some of the smaller cafes can be hit or miss, but overall the infrastructure supports remote work well. Cost of living. The real numbers. This is where Colombia really shines. Let's break down realistic monthly costs. Rent, $400 to $800 for a nice one-bedroom in a good area. Utilities, $50 to $100. Electricity, water, internet, phone. Food, $300 to $500 if you're eating a mix of local food and Western restaurants. Transportation, $50 to $100. Uber is super cheap. Metro is like 75 cents per ride. Co-working, $100 to $200 per month for a dedicated desk entertainment, $200 to $400, gym, going out, weekend trips. Total, $1,100 to $2,100 per month depending on your lifestyle. Digital nomads report living comfortably with families for about $1,200 per month total. That's for multiple people. Bogota versus Medellín. Bogota deserves mention because a lot of people compare these two cities. Bogota is the capital. It's bigger, more cosmopolitan, colder, it's at higher altitude, and has more of a traditional big city vibe. If you like cities like Mexico City or Buenos Aires, you'll probably vibe with Bogota. Bogota has great co-working spaces, amazing restaurants, world-class museums, and a strong startup scene. But it's also grittier, has worse traffic, and isn't as pretty as Medellín. The weather is cooler, around 14 to 15 degrees Celsius, 57 to 59 degrees Fahrenheit, which some people love but others find too cold since most buildings don't have heating. For digital nomads, Medellín wins in terms of weather, walkability, and community. But if you're building a business and want to be in Colombia's business capital with access to investors and bigger companies, Bogota might be better. The beaches, Cartagena and Santa Marta. Colombia's Caribbean coast is absolutely stunning and definitely worth exploring. Cartagena is the colonial gem, a UNESCO World Heritage Site with colourful buildings, cobblestone streets, and beautiful architecture. It's super touristy, but for good reason. The old city is magical. However, it's hot and humid, expensive for Colombia, and not really set up for long-term remote work. The internet can be spotty and it's more of a vacation destination than a digital nomad hub. Santa Marta is more interesting for nomads. It's less touristy than Cartagena, more affordable, and you're close to Tayrona National Park, which has some of the most beautiful beaches in South America. Some digital nomads spend a few months in Medellín and then head to Santa Marta for beach time when they need a change of scenery. The safety situation. Let's be real. Safety is the biggest concern people have about Colombia, and it's valid. Colombia is not the safest place in the world. Petty theft is common, especially in areas where tourists and expats hang out. Digital nomads need to stay aware of their surroundings, keep phones in pockets, and avoid wearing expensive jewelry or watches. The rule in Colombia is use your street smarts. Don't walk around drunk at 3 a.m. Don't flash expensive electronics. Don't go to sketchy neighborhoods. Take Uber instead of street taxis. Most digital nomads live in Colombia for months or years without incident. That said, it's definitely less safe than places like Japan or the UAE, and you need to accept that trade-off for the affordability and lifestyle you're getting. Learning Spanish. This is both a pro and a challenge. In Colombia, especially outside of the main expat areas, people don't speak much English. This can be frustrating for basic tasks like going to the bank, dealing with landlords, or going to the doctor. But it's also a massive opportunity. If you've been wanting to learn Spanish, Colombia is one of the best places to do it. The accent is clear, especially in Bogota. People are patient with learners, and it's affordable to take classes or hire a tutor. You can find Spanish tutors on italki or locally. Plus, once you speak Spanish, you unlock a whole different level of experience in Colombia. You can make local friends, understand the culture better, get better deals, and just navigate life more easily. Cryptocurrency in Colombia. Colombia has an interesting relationship with cryptocurrency. The country has seen massive crypto adoption in recent years, partly driven by economic instability and inflation, and partly because Colombians are tech-savvy and entrepreneurial. Colombia is one of the top countries in Latin America for crypto adoption. According to various crypto adoption indexes, Colombia consistently ranks in the top 20 countries globally for cryptocurrency usage. A significant portion of the population, especially younger people and entrepreneurs, use crypto for savings, remittances, and trading. The regulatory environment is evolving. Colombia doesn't have comprehensive crypto regulations yet, but the government has been relatively open to digital assets. Crypto isn't illegal, but it's also not recognized as legal tender. The government has been working on regulatory frameworks, and several Colombian companies and exchanges operate legally. For day-to-day use, here's what you need to know. You can't directly pay with crypto at most stores and restaurants. However, there's a growing number of crypto-friendly businesses in Medellín and Bogota. Local exchanges like Bitso, Binance P2P, and others make it easy to convert crypto to Colombian pesos. Many digital nomads use crypto ATMs in major cities, though fees can be high. Peer-to-peer trading is very popular. You can often find people willing to exchange crypto for cash. In the digital nomad community, Medellín has become a bit of a crypto hub in Latin America. There are regular crypto meetups, blockchain conferences, and a growing community of crypto entrepreneurs. Some co-working spaces and cafes in El Poblado are known to be crypto-friendly and may even accept Bitcoin or stablecoins for payments. The biggest advantage is that you can earn and hold wealth in crypto while living in Colombia affordably. Many digital nomads earn in USD stablecoins or other cryptocurrencies, then convert to pesos as needed. This protects you from peso inflation and gives you flexibility. Banking with crypto income can be tricky, though. Colombian banks can be hesitant about large crypto to fiat conversions, so many nomads use a combination of international banking, crypto-friendly neobanks, and local exchanges to manage their finances. Who is Colombia for? Colombia is perfect for you if you want to stretch your dollars and live well on $1,200 to $2,000 per month. It's ideal if you're in the Americas time zone or don't mind being close to US Eastern Time, only 1 hour ahead. It's great if you want to learn Spanish, enjoy social nightlife, and love spring weather. Colombia is for people who are okay with accepting some trade-offs: less safety, more noise, less infrastructure, in exchange for affordability, culture, and community. For crypto earners, Colombia offers a great balance. You can earn in crypto while living affordably, and the growing crypto adoption means you'll find a community of like-minded people. The ability to hold wealth in USD stablecoins while spending in pesos is a huge advantage when living on a budget. If you're working with tight deadlines and can't afford power outages or internet issues, or if safety is your top priority, Colombia might not be the best fit. But if you're flexible, adventurous, and smart about staying safe, you'll absolutely love it. And now we arrive at the place that basically invented the modern digital nomad lifestyle, Indonesia, and specifically Bali. Bali has been a digital nomad destination for over 20 years, and it's transformed from a quiet island paradise into the digital nomad capital of the world. Here's the real, unfiltered truth about what it's like to live and work there now. Why Bali still dominates. Bali has ranked at or near the top of Nomad list for as long as the website has existed, probably since the beginning of that website's ranking system. And there's a reason for that. Bali offers something that's really hard to find anywhere else. A combination of tropical beauty, strong infrastructure, massive international community, affordability, and just this energy and vibe that keeps people coming back year after year. When you're in Bali, you feel like anything is possible. You're surrounded by other entrepreneurs, creators, and ambitious people building location-independent businesses. That energy is contagious. You go to a co-working space and meet someone launching a software company. You go to a beach club and meet a YouTuber with 1 million subscribers. You go to a cafe and meet someone who just sold their e-commerce brand. That's just normal life in Bali. Indonesia has a couple options for digital nomads now, and they've gotten better recently. The B211A social cultural visa is what most digital nomads use. You can get this visa extended multiple times for up to 180 days, 6 months total in the country. It costs around $100–150 USD initially, plus extension fees, and you'll need a sponsor, which visa agencies provide. This is the most common route, and it's pretty straightforward. Indonesia also launched a second home visa, which is aimed at retirees and high-net-worth individuals, but some digital nomads use it too. It allows you to stay for up to 10 years, but you need to show significant financial assets or buy property. And then there are the business visas. Kitas, if you want to set up a company or work with an Indonesian company, but that's more complex and usually overkill for most nomads. Most people just do the B211A visa, where to live in Bali. This is crucial because Bali is not one uniform place. Different areas have completely different vibes, and where you choose to live will dramatically impact your experience. Canggu is the epicenter of the digital nomad world. It's on the west coast, it's got black sand beaches, world-class surf breaks, and it's absolutely packed with co-working spaces, cafes, beach clubs, and nomads. When people picture Bali digital nomads, they're picturing Canggu. You've got Dojo co-working space, which is like the original Bali co-working space. You've got Tropical Nomad, Outpost, and dozens of other options. There are smoothie bowls everywhere, yoga studios on every corner, and at any given time there are probably 10,000+ digital nomads living there. The vibe is young, social, and very hustle culture meets wellness. You'll meet dropshippers, social media managers, software developers, online coaches, and every type of online business you can imagine. The downsides? It's crowded, it's touristy. The traffic is absolutely terrible. It can take 30 minutes to go 3 kilometers, and it's gotten expensive by Bali standards. Rent for a nice villa with a pool is now $800 to $1,500 per month, which is still cheap compared to Western countries, but high for Indonesia. Ubud is in the center of the island, in the jungle and rice fields. It's more spiritual, more wellness-focused, more yoga and retreats and meditation. The vibe is slower, more introspective, and there are fewer surfer bros and more artists and spiritual seekers. Ubud has great co-working spaces too. Ubud is the famous one, plus Outpost and several others. The food scene is incredible with tons of healthy cafes and restaurants. And you're surrounded by nature. Rice terraces, waterfalls, jungle. The downside is it's hot and humid in Ubud. There are monkeys everywhere, which is cute until one steals your phone, and it's about 90 minutes to the beach. It also rains more there than in the coastal areas. Rent in Ubud is more affordable than Canggu. You can find a nice place for $400 to $900 per month. Bukit Peninsula, Uluwatu area, is in the south, and it's where surfers and people who want to be away from the Canggu chaos go. You've got world-famous surf breaks like Uluwatu, Padang-Padang, and Bingin. The beaches are stunning with white sand and dramatic cliffs. This area is more spread out, less walkable, and you really need a scooter to get around. It's also more expensive than it used to be, with rent around $700 to $1,200 for a decent place. But if you surf or want beautiful beaches and a bit more quiet, this is your spot. Sanur is on the east coast, and it's much more chill, more family-oriented, and has an older expat population. If you want to escape the nomad scene and live more like a local, Sanur is great. It's affordable, has good restaurants, and a nice beachfront path, but there's not much of a nomad community there. The internet. The internet in Bali has improved dramatically over the past decade. 10 years ago, you'd be lucky to get 5 megabits per second. Now, in the main digital nomad areas, you can get fiber optic connections with 50 to 100 megabits per second pretty reliably. Most co-working spaces have excellent internet. We're talking 100+ Mbps with backup connections, and many villas now come with fiber optic installed. The main providers are IndiHome, BizNet, and MyRepublic. Internet costs about $30 to $60 per month depending on speed. Power outages do happen occasionally, especially during rainy season, so make sure your accommodation has a backup generator if you have important deadlines. Cost of living, the real breakdown. Bali is still affordable, but it's not the super cheap paradise it was 10, 15 years ago. Here's what you're realistically looking at. Rent: $500 to $1,200 for a nice villa or apartment in a good area. Food: $300 to $600 per month. Local warungs are cheap, Western restaurants add up. Transportation: $50 to $100, scooter rental is $50.70/month, or Gojek rides. Co-working: $50 to $150 per month depending on the space and plan. Utilities: $50 to $100, electricity, water, Wi-Fi. Entertainment: $200 to $400, beach clubs, gym, weekend trips. Total: $1,150 to $2,550 per month depending on your lifestyle. If you live like a local, eat at warungs, rent a basic place, ride a scooter, you could do it for $1,000 per month. If you want the Instagram Bali lifestyle with nice villas, beach clubs and Western food, you're looking at $2,000 to $3,000 per month. The safety factor: Bali is generally very safe. Violent crime is rare. The biggest risks are: 1. Scooter accidents. This is the #1 danger for foreigners in Bali. The traffic is chaotic, roads can be poorly maintained, and a lot of nomads rent scooters without much experience. Wear a helmet, drive defensively, and get insurance. 2. Petty theft. Pickpocketing and bag snatching can happen, especially in touristy areas. Lock your villa, don't leave valuables on the beach, and be smart. Overall, though, Bali is very safe. The community and networking. This is where Bali really excels. The digital nomad community in Bali is massive and well established. There are regular meetup events at co-working spaces, Facebook groups with thousands of members, networking events and conferences, masterminds and accountability groups, beach club gatherings and social events. It's ridiculously easy to make friends and business connections in Bali. You literally can't avoid meeting other entrepreneurs and nomads. Within a week of arriving, you'll probably have a solid group of friends and potential business collaborators. This community is what keeps people coming back to Bali even as it gets more crowded and expensive. The connections you make there can lead to business partnerships, friendships that last for years, and a global network of people you can visit or work with anywhere in the world. Cryptocurrency in Indonesia and Bali. Indonesia's relationship with cryptocurrency is complex but increasingly positive. The country has one of the highest crypto adoption rates in Southeast Asia, and Bali specifically has become a hub for crypto enthusiasts and blockchain entrepreneurs. Indonesia legally recognizes cryptocurrency as a commodity, not as currency. This means you can legally buy, sell, and trade crypto, but you cannot use it directly to purchase goods and services. The Indonesian Commodity Futures Trading Regulatory Agency, BPEPT, regulates crypto trading. Despite these regulations, Bali has become surprisingly crypto-friendly in practice. Crypto ATMs and exchanges. There are several crypto ATMs in Bali, particularly in Canggu and Seminyak. Local and international exchanges operate, and it's relatively easy to convert crypto to Indonesian rupiah, IDR. Crypto-friendly businesses. While you can't officially pay with crypto, many businesses in the digital nomad areas have informal arrangements. Some villas, co-working spaces, and even some restaurants in Canggu will accept Bitcoin or USDT, especially for larger payments like monthly rent. They typically convert it immediately to fiat, but they're open to it. The crypto community? Bali has regular crypto meetups, blockchain conferences, and a thriving community of crypto traders and entrepreneurs. Events like the Bali Blockchain Week attract hundreds of people in the space. Many digital nomads in Bali are actively involved in crypto, DeFi, NFTs, and Web3 projects. Practical usage. Digital nomads earning in crypto find Bali very manageable. Many landlords will accept payment in USDT or other stablecoins, especially for long-term rentals. You'll need to convert to rupiah for daily expenses, but peer-to-peer trading is common, and you can often find other nomads willing to trade crypto for cash. Tax considerations. Indonesia has been developing tax frameworks for crypto, but enforcement is still evolving. Many digital nomads structure their crypto activities through foreign entities. However, tax laws are changing, so it's important to stay updated or consult with a tax professional. The biggest challenge is banking. Indonesian banks can be difficult when it comes to crypto-related transactions. Many nomads use international banking solutions, crypto-friendly fintech apps, or simply keep funds in crypto and convert small amounts to IDR as needed through P2P platforms or local exchanges. Overall, while Indonesia officially prohibits using crypto as payment, Bali's digital nomad community has created a practical ecosystem where crypto holders can thrive. The key is being smart about conversions and understanding the legal boundaries. Bali is perfect for you if you want affordable tropical living, $1,200 to $2,500 per month, a massive digital nomad community, great weather, and that blend of work hard, play hard energy. It's ideal if you're building an online business and want to be around other entrepreneurs. It's great if you're okay with chaos, traffic, and crowds in exchange for the lifestyle and community. Bali is for people who want options, co-working spaces, accommodation choices, restaurants, beaches, activities, everything is available. For crypto professionals and enthusiasts, Bali is one of the best destinations in the world. The combination of high crypto adoption, a large community of crypto nomads, practical workarounds for payments, and the informal crypto-friendly ecosystem makes it incredibly appealing. Many Web3 projects, NFT artists, and crypto traders base themselves in Bali specifically for the community and lifestyle. But if you need peace and quiet, hate humidity, or prefer less touristy destinations, Bali might not be your first choice. And if you need to work strictly in US time zones, the 12-15-hour time difference from the Americas can be really challenging. We've got 3 incredibly different destinations, each with their own strengths and ideal digital nomad profiles. For digital nomads, planning a year hitting all 3 of these destinations, here's an optimal rotation. October to March, Abu Dhabi. This is when the weather is perfect there. 6 months to focus on networking, scaling your business, and enjoying the luxury lifestyle while establishing meaningful connections. April to June. Colombia. Escape before Abu Dhabi gets too hot. Spend 3 months in Medellín enjoying the spring weather, lowering your costs and diving into Latin culture. This is also an excellent time to learn or improve Spanish. July to September. Bali. Head to Indonesia for 3 months to tap into the community, surf, do yoga, eat amazing food, and enjoy the tropical lifestyle. Yes, it's rainy season, but the crowds are lighter and prices are lower. This rotation provides coverage across all 3 major time zones, different seasons and weather patterns, a mix of luxury, budget and mid-range experiences, diverse cultures and communities. So there you have it, a deep dive into 3 of the absolute best digital nomad destinations in the world right now. Whether you choose the luxury and networking of Abu Dhabi, the affordability and culture of Colombia, or the community and lifestyle of Bali, you're setting yourself up for an incredible experience. Let us know in the comments which of these 3 destinations speaks to you most. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to Crypto Nomad for more content about living and working remotely around the world. Hit that like button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our upcoming videos about digital nomad visas, remote work opportunities, and building a location-independent lifestyle in the crypto and tech space. Thanks for watching and safe travels.